Hi, my name is Michelle Goforth, and this is my language and cultural contact presentation for the second set. I continued watching La Casa de las Flores, which is a Mexican drama show about an upper-class family who has their whole life turned upside down when the father's mistress hangs herself and leaves them to unpack all of their family secrets. For the first week of this group, I watched a couple of episodes and learned the words enganchada, which means hooked, abajo, which means downstairs, problema, which is issue, al corriente, posted, escala de pago, the pay scale, antojos, which is cravings, golpes, which is knocking, esnobs, which is snobs, compromiso, which is commitment, and sabotaje, for sabotaging. Some things that I noticed about the culture that were kind of interesting was Bruno disappears for a day and they can't find him or Michaela, but Virginia originally writes it off as nothing until she finds out how severe the people that sell marijuana can take these situations, including kidnapping the children. And once she thinks that, then she becomes very nervous that the children were taken to pay for her selling marijuana on the other guy's territory. And then another thing I thought was interesting was her changing opinion of Dominique, who at first she didn't like because she was very racist against him because he is African American. But after seeing her with the other family's son, she decides that they're perfect together and they have to be married and have a huge wedding, and it doesn't go that way, but her opinion of him completely changed. In the second week, I learned the words imitar, which is to imitate, fijador, which is fixer, sin valor, which is worthless, procesando, processing, resolviendo, solving, robo, stole, arrepentido, regretted, despreciado, scorned, heredando, inheriting, resentimiento, which is resentment. Some things I learned about the culture. I thought it was interesting how the mom's happiness was related to the father being at the party, which just shows how image is so important in their culture, that the newspaper editor wasn't going to put them on the front page unless the father was in the picture or dead, and there was no in-between for them to make the cover of the magazine. And then another thing that I thought was interesting was the importance of the decision of who was going to inherit the flower shop. Like, all the kids were like arguing and competing over who was going to get the flower shop because it was such a symbol for their culture and for their family that they all wanted to have that part of it. And then for the last week, I learned the words peldaño, which is doorstep, pertenecer a, which is to belong, respecto a, which is regarding, boleto, which is ticket, resentimiento, which is resentment, magia, which is magic, evitar, avoid, encantado, which is changed, musa, which is muse, and heredero, which is heir. Another thing that I noticed in this set was the importance of family and how they came together even after their mother kind of left them alone and walked away, taking half of their money, and how similar they are to families that fight even in the United States, that no matter how much they feel like they're going through, they're always going to be there for one another. And they were able to just kind of drop everything to come gather in Mexico again and be there for one another while they're reading their mom's will. So, yeah. Thank you.